Inspector Leather, my name is Mike. I'm a reporter with the Canadian. Very much like to know how many people have died.
I can tell you that in excess of 10 people have been killed, but the investigation is still ongoing, and I expect to have more details in that regard in the coming days.
Thank you very much. Can you please explain what you mean by in excess of?
I'm afraid at this time I can't expand on that any further.
Do you mean that we don't know?
Correct. We don't have a complete, we're not fully aware of what that total may be because as we're standing here, the investigation continues into areas that we've not yet explored across the province.
Are there locations, Inspector, besides Portapique where people have died, besides the shooter?
Yes, there are several locations across the province where persons have been killed.
Could you tell us the other locations,
No.
the names of the towns?
I don't have those locations at my disposal. Suffice to say, there were several locations. I don't have that information currently.
How should we describe that the suspect allegedly commit crimes in Portapique and then continue in the car and commit other crimes with the same person?
Because we believe it to be one person who's responsible for all the killings, and that he alone moved across the northern part of the province and committed, would appear, several homicides.
I can do that.
No, he was not.
You mentioned the serious incident response team. Can you explain their involvement? I understand that they're called in whenever there's a discharge of a police officer firearm, is that right?
Anytime there is death or injury that occurs, member of the public, in this case, as I noted in my speaking points, the threat was ended, and the lone suspect has that part of the investigation has now been turned over to CERT for investigation because our officers were involved in terminating the threat.
I'm sorry, they were or they were not?
They were. An RCMP officer was.
So plain language, he was shot by a police officer.
I can't speak to the details of what exactly occurred there, but
very unclear and hard to hear and understand. How many have been deceased in the
no, sir, I think we're still.
last night?
Just one sec. We'll get calls from the teleconference in just one moment.
Sorry, sir.
One last question, if I may. Was there gunfire exchange between officers and the suspect in shooting activity?
I can't tell you exactly what location because I'm not sure, but at one point during the course of the evening, there was an exchange of gunfire.
Victoria Walton, Halifax today. I was wondering if you could speak at all to any perceived motivations at this point.
Too early in the investigation, and we simply don't know at this time. Those are, of course, the very issues that will be under close investigation in the coming days, but I'm afraid I don't know at this time.
Inspector, the Premier of this province has described today as a double tragedy because we're all going through a pandemic. Can you speak to whether there's any relationship between COVID and what's happening here today? It's very different worlds, very different incidents.
Again, it's very early, and that certainly is an aspect that we will look at, we'll examine. But we've not yet determined whether there's any link to the COVID-19 crisis.
Is it correct to say this person was armed with a gun or some kind of firearm?
Yes, at one point during the course of the evening, he was armed.
And is this the method he used to kill people, or were there other methods?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that other than to say that he did use his firearm during the course of the evening. It's quite possible he used other methods. I simply don't know at this early stage.
one last question for me.
Yes.
As the investigation continued, have you cleared the properties that were burned? And were there victims found within the property?
Carolyn Ray from CDC.
The clearing of properties, the investigation into other locations is ongoing. Suffice to say that those activities have only just begun.
So this is where there's some difficulty when you say in excess of 10, there quite possibly could be more victims within these properties.
That's correct, sir.
Is it correct that this man's, some of his relatives, wife or children or any of his relatives were amongst initial casualties?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to answer that at this stage.
And when you said insurance casualties, did you mean they were found, the people found in that residence were dead or both injured?
Both dead and injured, that's correct.
Are they all dead now? Or-
No, they're not.
Okay. So they were dead and injured?
Yes.
Okay.